Gentlemen, how do? I got nothing for you. I don't have any yesteryear box breaks. I don't have anything new coming in. I'm trying to be good for nationals. But this will be a contest response video for one James Fighton52. That is one solid individual. As mentioned before in other videos, I don't really do a lot of contest response videos. Not that I don't want to. It's just that I never have a good response for the majority of them. However, when one comes along that I feel is good, as in a good nature, and I can immediately think of a good response for him, I'll give it a shot. James's video, or his contest he's doing right now, is for your top 5 least favorite PC cards. Whatever they may be. And you can't just say, well, this is my least favorite and this is my second least favorite. You gotta say why. And when it comes to my PC that is sitting in that box over there, I really honestly don't have any cards in there that I would consider like just not favorite. Like I just don't like them. I mean, they're all in there for a reason. If I didn't like them, they wouldn't be in there. So I went a little different. I tapped into the Set Hunter, and I pulled out some cards from that big bastard over there, where every time I look at them, I just can't stand it. Not necessarily because who is on the card, or what the card is, or maybe because the patch is just a one color, or it's short printed to stupid numbers. Not really any of that. This is more geared towards, I hate these cards because every time I look at them, I'm reminded by how much I had to pay to get them. And anybody who has ever put together a set knows exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's begin. I'm going to start out with this piece of shit. I might get a little angry in this video because, like I said, every time I see these cards, man, they just stir up those emotions within me. This is a card that I actually bought 3 times over. 3. Because there was always a better patch. But then I bought the third one and realized the third one was not as good as the patch I already had. So I ended up buying this card 3 times, and it drives me crazy. And not only that, I had a hard time pronouncing this guy's name when I first got this card in. I could not pronounce his first name to save my life. Anyway, this is the Khalil Green. Okay? 2 color, 3 color. The first card I owned was a 1 color, 2 color patch. And then I bought this particular one, put it in the box, and then I stumbled across another one on eBay, which I thought was better patch-wise than this one. Turns out when I got it in the mail and pulled them both out and looked at them and realized the card I just bought was not better than this one. So every time I see this goofy bastard's face with his little fucking mullet, it drives me crazy. And not to mention, his first name is spelled Khalil. Pronounced Khalil. I just couldn't pronounce his name when I first got this card. So here it is. There's number 5, Khalil Green. What a douche. Not to mention, there's another one listed on eBay right now, and the seller wants $25 for it. Anyway, next up, one of my more recent Set Hunter pickups. And Fighton52 likes to tease me about this card. And it fucking grinds my nuts when he does it. He knows just how to push my buttons, that crafty sumbitch. Anyway, when you're ever doing a Set Hunter thing, putting together a set card, sometimes you will run across a seller who has grouped together cards and put them in a lot and wants to move the entire lot in one shot instead of listing them individually, and that shit pisses me off. especially since it's like a 4 or a 5 card lot, and I only want 1 card out of it, and then I send the seller a message saying, "Hey, here's the deal. I know this is a lot, but I just want that 1 card right down there in the corner. I just want that one. Can we work out a deal just for that one?" And the seller says, "I don't really want to do that because I'd like to move all of these at once." Okay. So on this card, I had to buy the entire lot just to get this card. It pisses me off. Because I had to pay $40 to get just this card and then throw away the other 3 cards in the lot. Chase Utley. Every time I see Chase Utley, I will always be reminded of that douche seller. I really don't want to break up the lot. You fucker. I should have gotten this card for $15 or less, if that. But oh no, I had to buy it in a lot because it's the only Chase Utley patch I've ever seen of this set. That's number 2. I used to like Chase Utley too. Number 3 and number 4 go together because they both came from the same seller. Sold the cards individually, but here we have a scenario where a seller thinks they are sitting on gold bars made out of cardboard. And the market is wrong, and Beckett is wrong, but my prices are right. And if I don't get what I want out of them, then I'm not going to move them. Or I refuse to take less than what I think they're worth. You all know who I'm talking about. We see them every day on eBay, and it sucks. And the thing that pisses me off the most is that 9 times out of 10, they win. Anyway, same seller. I swore I would never ever do business with him again because he was such a difficult bastard to work with. Out of all the sellers I've done business with on eBay, I've never ever ever forgotten this seller's name, nor will I ever will, because he is such a pain in the ass to deal with, and he just refuses, he or she, refuses to listen to reason. It just does not exist. So I ended up paying $60 a piece for these 2 cards. $60 a piece because he refused to budge. And the thing that pissed me off the most is he had these listed for $80 or best offer. And $60 was the absolute lowest he would go. He said he would not go a penny less. If I were to offer him $59.99, he would turn it down. That fucker. Anyway, first one I got off of him. It's a nice patch, but it still irks me. The Roy Halladay. Another one was listed recently. I think it sold for a grand total of $8. Yep. This patch is way better, though. $60. If you ever spent $60 on a Roy Halladay patch, raise your hand. The second card I bought from the seller, hoping that since I gave him the $60 for the Roy Halladay, that maybe he would cut me some slack and give me a deal on this next card, which he did not. He gave me the same old song and dance. I won't take a penny less than $60 because these patches are beautiful. Yeah? When was the last time you saw... If you ever paid $60 for a Unilevski Bettencourt patch, raise your hand. Granted, the patch is gorgeous. Gorgeous patch. Is this a $60 card? Absolutely not. The set hunter paid $60 for this card. So every time I see Unilevski Bettencourt and Roy Halladay, I think of that seller, and it makes me want to puke. And last but not least, coming up on 10 minutes, I hope you guys are still with me as I get more red and more frustrated. It's unavoidable when putting together a set. There are going to be names within that checklist that you don't like. And it irks the shit out of you when you have to fork over money to buy a card of this player, even though in any other instance you would never do it. Here's mine. And of course, just my luck, this piece of garbage has 2 cards in this set. Oh no, it's not enough to put 1 card of him in there. Let's put 2 in there. Ugh. I will not explain why I hate this guy. If you guys have been watching my channel long enough, you'll understand, you should know by now, my feelings towards this particular individual, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to make Yankees fans worldwide cry. It's what I do best. Number 1 and number 2. The captain, apparently. I'm too emotionally exhausted to go to the All-Star game. I'm too emotionally exhausted to get paid $25,000 just to get on a plane and show up. I'm sorry. It's hard walking in my house that's the size of a friggin' hotel. It's exhausting. I can't go to the All-Star game. Hey, 1 and 2. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. James, it's a great creative contest, man. It really is. You know me, man. You don't have to put me in the running for any prizes. Just seeing that beautiful beard of yours is prize enough for me. So anyway, if you guys want to make a contest response video, it's for James Fighton52. If you don't know who he is, where have you been? And, yeah, I'm going to go try and cool off a little bit. I need a drink.